Hi, welcome in. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. When did you get in here? Sorry, one of the cats just spawned in. I've never heard of them before. What, Boba? What you want, baby girl? What? Hi, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well, staying warm. this song actually really fits this book. How's everyone doing? How's everyone been? Hope your weekend's been well. Hi. What, Boba? Why is everyone staring right now? Well, come here if you want some love. Oh my god, these cats. Hi, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I am still sick, so please bear with me with the story. Oh, thank you so much. Come here, Boba. You're staring at me like you want love. Come here. This cat, I swear. Come here. I will be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I think we can get started. Thank you. Okay. Grab your storykeeper's cup, grab a blanket, grab a stuffy if you have one, grab a pet and snuggle up because it's story time. Tuesday, 5:52 p.m. Slade, I implore him in a whisper from the backseat of the pickup. Please. He still doesn't answer. He's turned away and is facing the front. All I see is the back of his head. Don't you care? He grips the steering wheel and leans forward, resting his forehead on the back of his hands. Don't I care? For God's sake, Hal. Did you forget that you're the one who broke up with me? Did you ever stop to think about what you did? You just plain up wrecked me. And now you want me to help you? We sit in silence. So I guess the picture on his computer means less than I thought. And he still hasn't explained the stockings. I despise the actual word, so I've replaced it. Maybe I should just open the door and get out. But I can't give up. I just can't. Okay, Slade, you're right. I'm not in a position to ask to do anything. Just tell me one thing. What time is Jenkins scheduled to speak tomorrow? He sighs loudly and shakes his head as if he thinks, I've lost my mind. And he also digs into the backs of his pocket. Into the back pocket. Comes up with a piece of paper and holds it close to the window near his face, trying to read it in the dim light. She's supposed to arrive at 10 and take a tour of the facility. The ceremony starts at 11. She leaves right after. There has to be some time in there. I tell him. After the tour and before the ceremony, she's going to want to primp before she goes in front of the cameras. He twists around and looks over at he twists around and looks over the seat at me. And what do you think you're going to do? Just stroll in the front door and have a chat? I will be right back. I knocked you guys over. I'm so sorry. But I'm back. Sorry. A cat keeps coming to the door. Anywho. I can't answer. I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I've got all night to come up with a plan. I'll think of something. I expect him to turn away, but he doesn't. He stays there twisted in his seat looking at me. I'm sorry, Slade, I really am. And I know you don't want to hear this, but I really still love you no matter what happens. There's fucking hair in my face, dude. He lowers his head and stares down. I can't believe what an idiot I was. Here is the one real thing in my life that I threw it away. How pathetic. And yet, there's still a little time. There's still tonight. Maybe there's a chance. I reach out, touch his hair, and run my fingers gently over his cheek. I can't remember if this... This time, he doesn't yell. He raises his face. Is it my imagination, or are his eyes glistening? He reaches around the seat towards me, and I feel his fingers touch my cheek. He slides his knuckles across my jaw toward my lip, and I kiss his fingers. Again, they kind of remind me of Tristan 4. They really do. Maybe it's insane to feel happy in a situation like this, but I do. I'm so glad to be with him again, to feel his caring again. The seat stops him from coming closer to me, but it doesn't keep me from stretching up towards him. Closer until our lips meet. Okay? TMI, girl, TMI. The dampness I feel where our cheeks meet must be from tears. His tears. I made a mistake, I whisper. Crazy things happen. Things you never expect. You look back and I can't believe what I did. Like it couldn't have been you. Or what you did. Like it couldn't have been you. I know, he whispers. I know. And you forgive me? Sure, shrimp, I forgive you. And the stockings in your truck? Some clients want a texture in their plaster, so we rub it in with old stockings. That's a relief. And you still love me? He's quiet for a moment, then sniffs. I'll always love you. He tells me to lie low in the truck and wait. After the last worker leaves, he'll come get me. I fall asleep trying to figure out what I can say to Jenkins tomorrow. When I wake up, it's dark and very quiet. I'm instantly alert. Something isn't right. Raising my head, I look through the windshield of the pickup. The parking lot's empty. Then, near the back of the town center, I see something glow red in the dark. The ember of a cigarette. I will be right back. I am so sorry. Sorry. I'm back now. Sorry, someone text me. I let myself out of the pickup. The air is cool and chilly, and I hug myself to stay warm. Slade is sitting in the shadows, smoking with a half-finished bottle on the ground beside him. Everyone's gone. Why didn't you come get me? Instead of answering, he takes a drag of his cigarette and exhales a plum into the air. Know what I was just thinking about? How could I? Hi, welcome in. How unfair it was that your birthday came right in the middle of those 2 months when I wasn't allowed to speak or write to you. He looks up with a crooked smile on his face. Happy birthday, Shrimp. Thanks. I offer him my hands and help him up. Now come on, we've got things to do. He studies my hands and shakes his head as if he can't believe that someone as little as me really thinks she can help him up. But he takes hold just the same. Limping slightly, he leads me across the dark, empty parking lot, around the orange cones. Sorry, I almost said corns for some reason. I'm doing good. How are you? Where was I? Sorry. Blocking the newly painted white lines of parking spaces. Through the back door of the new town center and a hallway under a bare yellowish light bulb, he stops and looks at me. His eyes are sad. What? I ask. Instead of answering, he gives me a half smile and shakes his head again. Then takes my hand and leads me up the concrete steps to the second floor. He pushes through the door, and we enter a large, shadowy room illuminated by some streetlights outside. The smell of drying paint is in the air. My eyes adjust to the dark. I can see that this is a new lounge, or at least it will be a new lounge. Huh. This is a little longer chapter. I didn't realize that. Oh, fuck. Okay. Once it's finished. Right now, the floors are still bare concrete. New rolls of carpet rest against a wall. In one corner, couches covered with plastic sheets are positioned around a large flat-screen TV. In another corner is an ancient pool table from the old EMS building. Along the wall are cabinets and a stove, and a refrigerator, all with their new appliance labels and warnings still attached. I open one of the cabinet doors under the sink. The space will work. I turn and put my arms around Slade. I wish we could stay like this forever, I whisper, craning my neck up and feeling his lips against mine. His scratchy stubble against my face. Stay with me? He hesitates, then says, Wish I could, but I've got to get home and clean up for the ceremony. He gives me one last hug, leans back, and looks into the empty cabinet. You sure this is what you want to do? No, I don't know what else to do. But I don't know what else to do. Sorry, I skipped a word. Time skip, by the way. Lunch was almost over, and me and I took our trays to the kitchen. Turning back, we found Kristen coming toward us, no doubt, with a message from Catherine. Can I talk to you? She said to Mia. Mia's eyes darted toward the table, where Catherine was sitting. Sorry. Then back to Kristen. Okay. Fuck. Sorry, I'm still so sick. I watched the two girls walk off together and stand by the window. Kristen crossed her arms and spoke. Mia's mouth fell open. Then for a moment it looked as if she would burst into tears. Her lips closed, her jawline became firm, and her eyes narrowed. And she began to march toward Catherine's table. At the table, Catherine had been leaning forward in conversation, but I knew she must have had just one eye on what was happening between Kristen and Mia. Now, with Mia storming toward her, Catherine sat up straight for the first time that I could remember. Her face went pale. Not certain exactly what Mia intended to do, I began to hurry toward the table. Mia, her red face filled with fury, stopped and hovered over Catherine, who was doing her best to stare straight back. Maybe it was my imagination, but I would have sworn that inside Catherine was quaking with fear. I will be right back. There's a kitty at the door again. I'm back. I thought I picked this up backwards for a second. How dare you? Mia shouted. At the shrill sound of her voice, the closer half of the cafeteria went silent. Heads turned, kids rose from their seats to see what was going on as Mia went off on a tirade. Sorry, I almost said that completely wrong. It wasn't enough that you had to shut me out of your table, but you had to send one of your little robots over to make sure I knew the reason. Well, let me tell you something, Miss Prim Proper Phony. That's a name. You're going to get yours, believe me. When I'm done with you, you'll wish you'd never been adopted. Oh, damn. That's low. Jesus. Catherine went white. Mia turned and marched out of the cafeteria. Behind her, some kids began to cheer and whistle. It was impossible to tell whether they were expressing their personal feelings about Catherine or just voicing their approval of the entertaining nature of Mia's outburst. I followed Mia into the hall and down to the girls' room. By the time I got there, she'd locked herself in a stall, and I could hear her gasping for breath and sobbing. You okay? I asked. Yeah, I think I kind of freaked myself out. You were fabulous, I said, hoping to make her feel better. I mean, no one's ever done that to her before. And in front of everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I lost it. She is such an evil piece of slime. Well, she deserved it, I said. So, I think I know what Kristen said. In the stall, Mia blew her nose. How? Because Catherine wanted me to tell you, and I refused. Why? Because it isn't true. And because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And because I knew it would never end. Even if I did what she wanted, she'd just come up with something worse next time. God, I hate her. Mia muttered on the other side of the stall door. I just so hate her. I'm not sure she's worth hating, I said. I heard a rustling sound. Then the stall door opened, and Mia came out. Her eyes were red, her face was splotchy. She went to the mirror and started to fix her makeup. You sure? I'm not saying this because, as I skipped it last time, I hate this phrase so much. So I'm just going to say, you sure? Because that's part of the sentence, but I'm not saying the rest of the sentence. I winced at the thought. Kristen delivering the news back in the cafeteria. What a horrible thing to do. Not even close. Mia looked at me in the mirror. You mean it? Yes, but what was that thing that Kristen about Catherine being adopted? Mia stared down at the sink. It was a really low blow, but I just couldn't come up with anything else that I knew would hurt. It's true? She nodded. She told me once. I mean, 1,000 years ago, when we were like in 3rd grade, before she became Catherine the Terrible. I keep mixing up their names. I am so sorry. Oh, thank you so much. I love seeing comments like that. It always makes my heart so happy. But there are lots of adopted kids. Why would it hurt her? I don't know, Mia said with a shrug. That's just the way she is. Whatever problem she has with it is in her head, no one else's. The bell rang. It was time to go to class. Well, I just want you to know you put on a world-class performance today, I said and gave her a hug before heading for the door. Would you do something for me? Or with me? Mia suddenly asked. I stopped and looked at her. I want to write something for the school paper, she said. Would you write it with me? What is it about? I asked. I'll call you tonight. And that, my beautiful, beautiful raindrops, is the end of chapter 35. I will be back. Well, I will try to be back tomorrow. But as I am sick and it is getting towards the weekend, I cannot make any promises. But I will try to be back with chapter 36 tomorrow. Please, please, please tell me your thoughts and theories in the comments. I'm always in those comments, and I love hearing your thoughts and theories. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, my beautiful raindrops. Stay spooky, stay weird, stay dreaming, and don't let the name cats bite.